If you found this video, you are probably asking yourself if there is something more out there for you. A better way to earn money, a better way to show up for your family, a better way to spend your time. I asked myself the same thing, and this agency was my answer. My name is Kelly Bush, and I am the owner of Bush Life Agency, and I cannot wait to share with you about what we do, how we do it, and why we love it, and see if you would possibly be the right fit for our agency. Before we go too far into this, I want to be super clear and respect your time about who this is for and who this is not for. So, who this is for. When I say time on your terms, I mean you decide when you work, how many hours you put in, and what your week looks like. No one is approving your time off request. No one is questioning why you need to leave early if one of your kiddos is sick. You are the boss of your calendar. There's no income ceiling ever. I mean, exactly that. There's no salary cap here. There's no raise you have to wait for. For me, when I was a nurse, I was waiting for like a 2% or 3% raise each and every year. Here, you don't have to wait for that. And that number can grow as big as you're willing to work for. You can work from anywhere you have Wi-Fi. I have worked from my kitchen table next to my toddlers, from a coffee shop, from a hotel room while my husband was stationed in Hawaii for a couple days, and I got to fly out there to meet him while still working this business. This business moves with your life, not the other way around. And if you're driven by results, just like I am, your success here is not based on whether your manager likes you or whether you've been there long enough for a promotion. You get to control exactly how much money that you earn. And you can build something you actually own. This is not a job you lose if you move or a job if the company downsizes it. This is an agency with your name on it, your book of business, your team, your legacy. You get to build something for you and your family. This picture here is one of my friends, Nikki Russell, who's also an agency owner, and she went from working 50 plus hours a week as a teacher, only earning $58,601 to be specific. And she gave that up. She gave up state benefits, a pension, tenure, because what she got back was her life, time with her kids. Her physical health came back to her. Most importantly, her mental health was back. How many of us can resonate with that? That man, our mental health is not loving where we currently are. But before anything else, let's be super clear about who this is not for. If you need a guaranteed paycheck hitting your account every 2 weeks, no matter what, this is not the right fit for you. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Like, we are done here. There is no hourly income with this. This is commission based only, to be extremely clear. If you're looking for a side hustle, something that you can just kind of add in, maybe, a couple hours here, a couple hours there, maybe you work 1 week and then not another week for a couple months, this is not going to be the right fit for you. If you're looking for something that like you need a boss that helps you stay accountable, you're not really sure if you are the self-employed type of person, I'm going to say probably not the right fit for you. If you're not willing to invest in your own growth, whether that's time, energy, or the tools it takes to build something real, then this will feel hard and wrong in so many ways. Lastly, we want people that if you lack the entrepreneurial spirit, not going to be the right fit for you. We want you to have that entrepreneurial mindset of I am building something for me. I am building something for my family. I'm going to figure out this business because I see the possibility. I see the payoff, and that grind is worth it to me. If that resonates with you, then this is the fit for you. If these things you're like, I'm not loving it, then I wish the absolute best for you, but this probably isn't going to be the right fit for you. I love to throw this photo on here. This is one of my good friends, Emily Bartz. She went from traveling all the time with her corporate job. She gave up her six-figure salary. She gave up her company car. I still remember the photos of her waving her car goodbye. She gave up the company credit card, the 401k matching, but she got time back with her kids, never missing an event with her girls, not having to worry and stress about she's traveling and the kids are sick at home and can her husband come pick them up because she's gone. And she got a business that she can truly own and higher income than she ever made at her corporate job. And most importantly, that unshakable belief in herself that she can build whatever she desires for herself and for her family. So, a little bit about me as you guys are like, who is this person that's yapping to me on this video? My name is Kelly Bush, and I am a managing vice president with Symmetry Financial Group, which we will get to in a couple of minutes what that means. But first and foremost, I'm a military spouse. Well, technically, I'm an ex-military spouse now. My husband just retired a few months ago after 20 years of serving. I'm also a mama of three girls. They are currently 8, 6, and 4 years old. And when I started this business, they were 4, 2, and I had a big old pregnant belly. I was prior ICU nurse for 10 years. I have protected over 1,000 families on my own pen, which means I myself have written over 1,000 life insurance policies to help protect families. As of this video recording, I am currently the fastest to the top contract level, which in 2 years, I got that done. And I currently have a 3 million annual premium volume agency each and every year that's growing, which means I know how to take people just like you and teach them how to sell insurance and how to build agencies for themselves, just like maybe you're hoping to do too. So let's talk about what we actually do as life insurance agents. And here with us as our brokerage is Symmetry Financial Group. We have the possibility to do everything under the sun. We are non-captive. We have access to anything and everything. We do mortgage protection. We do term policies, whole life policies, IULs, final expense, accidental death. We can go into cancer policies, heart attack and stroke. If you wanted to be crazy and get long-term care certified, have at it. You can do that here. And then eventually, once you learn your skill, your craft, you can migrate and do annuities and debt-free life and more advanced products as well. Until that time comes, we even have a team set up that can help you get that done so you can still earn commission even though you may not know how to sell annuities. But first and foremost, what we primarily do is we sell life insurance, okay? And you may be thinking, is there a need for our products? Yes. 53 million Gen Z and millennial Americans alone believe they have insufficient life insurance coverage. Or as I've grown through social media, I find that so many of the Gen Z and millennial population, they don't even understand life insurance. They're just looking for a resource to help educate them because they want someone that they can know, like, and trust. Also, within just America in general, 53% of the households rely on two incomes. And honestly, that's growing each and every day as inflation grows too. So, what does that mean? That means if one person passes away, that household isn't going to survive on that one income. That means that they need life insurance to make sure that their life isn't thrown upside down. Or how about 50% of Americans have no savings in their retirement accounts? What that means for you and for us is that we have the opportunity to help make sure that they have a plan in place for those funeral costs. That means like if your mom or dad were to pass away and no one has money saved up, how are we going to pay for that funeral? That's what we get to do. We get to help put a plan in place to make sure that they go to sleep every night knowing that their family's not going to be financially strained if they were to pass away. And so some of you may be thinking like, why is this important? Maybe you haven't fallen in love with life insurance yet. You're just seeing if maybe this is the vehicle that speaks to your soul. Well, I want you to meet one of my friends, Jill Johnson. She is actually now a life insurance agent as well, but her husband unfortunately passed away at the age of 40 years old, and she was left to raise 5 small children alone. Here they are in this gorgeous picture together, grown up, but when he passed away, they were very little. But because they had a substantial life insurance policy in place, she was able to make mortgage payments. without stressing. She was able to make sure the bills were provided because there wasn't a loss of income due to his passing. She was able to have time to grieve without being financially strained. And most important of all, she was able to be that amazing, supportive mother. If you knew her today, she has been that same mother to these gorgeous five children day in and day out. She's someone that I watch and admire so closely for the type of mom that she is. But she was able to continue to do that because they had a policy in place. She didn't have to financially stress, which would maybe make her not the best mom because she's stressed because they had something in place. And we get the ability to help educate people and help give them a resource, a trusted person to help get this in place. So, like I said before, we are not captive. That means that we get to find the absolute best product, best policy for our clients. Every insurance carrier cares about something a little bit different. I don't know if you know that. Maybe this is your first time in life insurance. Like some of them love diabetes and they're like, sure, we'll insure all the diabetics. Some of them are like, you got diabetes, don't come knocking over here. And so we get to partner with tons of insurance companies. This isn't even all of them, like American Amicable, Mutual of Omaha, Banner Life, Transamerica, all the top names to truly find the best policy for our clients. I can't tell you how many clients I have helped protect that have gotten declined somewhere else. In fact, I just helped someone this month that had been declined twice by a top company, and we couldn't even figure out why they were declined. Our carriers approved her in 3 days, no blood work, no medical exam, no additional coverage, no additional questions. And she was so thankful to just be done with the process and know that her family has a whole life policy in place if God forbid anything happens to her. Like, how fun is that, that we get to give our clients that happiness? So you've heard me say a couple of times, Symmetry Financial Group. Symmetry Financial Group, they are our brokerage. They are the ones that help us get contracted with all of the insurance carriers. You'll hear it in terms in the life insurance world of IMO, Independent Marketing Organization. They are, like, I like to say, like, they are our mom and dad, right? So you're going to hear words of Symmetry and Quility, they're mom and dad. Quility is more of the insurance tech that they help implement to help give us the best products and the best resources as insurance agents, where Symmetry Financial Group is the agent side. They're the ones that help us as agents grow, get better, personally develop, and help get the right resources and tools in place to make sure that we're serving our clients and our fellow agents to the best of our capacity. So let's talk about the business model here at Symmetry Financial Group, or you'll also hear SFG. So, how do you get paid? That is probably the most important question that you want to know. We talked about uncapped income potential. You're like, cool, well, how do we get paid? Well, first and foremost, let's just kind of briefly talk through the commission structure. As a brand new agent, you will come in at an 80% contract level. You have the ability to work your way all the way up to 130% contract. Just like I said it earlier, if you remember, it took me 2 years to make it to 130% contract. Don't forget, I came here with no insurance experience. I came here just as a mama of three, military spouse, and ICU nurse, never sold a policy in my life, and I made it in 2 years. So you can too. And that is why I want you to join my agency, because I can help you do that. So there are two ways that you can grow in this agency. The darker blue side, that's going to be just writing policies. If you want to come here and you're like, I don't want to build an agency, cool. You just want to sell policies. I'm here to help you do that. We have the resources in place for you to do that. And here are the like set black and white guidelines for you to increase in commission month after month after month. The lighter, more, I want to say aqua blue, that's going to be if you decide to grow an agency. You don't have to decide which side you're going to be on when you come into the agency because things change. Whys change. I came in to this business of I just wanted to make $5,000 a month. If I made $5,000 a month, I was going to be ecstatic, ecstatic. Now, my highest income month is $56,000 in 1 month. That is what is possible for you here if you come in and just obsess and fall in love with this business. But let's talk about like the actual semantics of how do you get paid. So you kind of already heard me say the word APV before, and that means annual premium volume. So for example, your client's policy costs $100 a month. $100 a month times 12, that's going to equal 1200 APV. As a new agent, you're going to start off making 80% commission as long as you're selling like a normal, straightforward policy. So 1200 APV times that 80% is $960 in earned commission. Now, insurance carriers, they do us a solid and they pay us our commission up front. As soon as that policy is approved, it is issued, meaning that the client has been approved and they've paid for the policy. Boom, 75% of that commission is paid in your bank account the next day. The rest of that money, you're like, where's the rest of that 25%? Hello, I earned that. Yes, it's coming your way. They make sure that you get paid as long as the policy stayed in place at the end of the year. So on months 10, 11, and 12 of that policy staying in place, you'll get paid the remaining of that commission. I don't know if all of you who are watching this video have ever done sales before, but this is insane that you get paid commission this quickly. Here's a screenshot of, yes, this is a screenshot of my deposits on April 17th of this year. Like your bank account can look like that. One of those, like that 1883, 1,883, I didn't even make that in one paycheck as an ICU nurse with 10 years of experience in all of the certifications possible. I had a master's, I had every extra certification, working nights, weekends, overtime. My paychecks didn't even look like that. And here I'm showing you that I had that deposit of just one day, and it was only one of my deposits. Y'all, that's what's possible for you here. So let's talk about like what a part-time agent looks like. Now, remember back before, if you're looking for a side hustle, something to just kind of tinker with, love you, this probably isn't for you, okay? Now, if you're a part-time agent working 20 to 25 hours, because if you go get a normal job out in the real world, that's what a part-time job is. So let's talk about that. 20 to 25 hours per week. You're probably going to issue around 6 policies per month if you're actually clocking those hours. Let's say that you are at the 80% contract level and the average policy size is 1200 APV. That means, do the math with me, 1200 times 6 apps, that's $7,200, 80% commission, that's 5,760 commission earned. Now, let's do the advance because some of you are like, wait, I only get 75% of the advance. Cool, let's talk about it. That still means that you make $4,320 in 1 month working this business part-time. Where else can you go? Working as a part-time nurse for me, that was not possible at all. Not even close. Again, boom, I put the deposits here. Yes, that's my real bank account on June 5th of this year. Does your bank account look like that? No. As a nurse, I only got paid 2 deposits each month. Look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deposits that month, that day. Crazy time. Now, let's talk about a full-time agent. Full-time agent, you're going to work 40 to 50 hours per week. If you want to make substantial money here, I'm talking that $30,000 to $60,000 in your bank account each and every week, which is the type of people that I love to mentor. You're going to work 40 to 50 hours per week. You can't have life-changing money working part-time hours. You just can't. However, some of you, that life-changing money, that is part-time hours for you, and that's fine. I'm here to help you too. But those that want the big, like you are growing an empire for your family, this is what it's going to look like. 40 to 50 hours a week. On the soft side, we're going to say that you issue 15 policies in a month. Let's say that you've gone ahead and promoted to 95% contract level because you're working this full time. Again, average policy side is 1,200 APV, 15 apps, that's 18,000 APV at 95% contract level. You're making 17,100 commission earned. Again, I'll meet you at that 75% advance. That's still 12,825. And I'm saying if you're at 95% contract level, you're still pretty new in this business and you're making $12,000 sitting at home in your slippers, just like I am right now. Boom. Look at those deposits. Again, that's my bank account on June 3rd. Look at those policies. Isn't that crazy? Remember that story I told you guys a couple minutes ago about that client that got declined 2 other places and just wanted somebody to help her? This one deposit right here is just from her. And she was so thankful that I helped her. And guys, that was from a referral. From a referral, $3,000 in my bank account. Like, boom. I love this video because I like to show you what's possible. Some of you are like, what on earth is even possible here? Here is our national leaderboard. Each and every week, we all come together of everyone in Symmetry, not just Bush Life Agency. I am just one of the agencies within Symmetry, okay? All of the agency come together on this call and look at these leaderboards. Like this month to date, look at this. I mean, Dylan Crane, he is crazy. 70,000 APV in 1 month. But I like to throw out this one, Miss Latanya James. She is freaking amazing. If you ever catch her story, she actually pivoted. She had a PhD. When you hear her story, she's like, I had this PhD and I was working so hard, so many hours, and I never saw my kids or my family. And she's like, I'm done. I'm done with that life. I have the work ethic to equal how much money I make, but I want to control my time. I want to decide where that is. And this photo that I grabbed from her with her permission, this is her selling a policy while she's on vacation with her family. She's still working, she's still clocking the hours, but remember how we talked about that time choice? You get to decide when you work, how you work. It's all up to you. And boom, look at that, 39,152. And I know what commission she's at, and I tell you, she's higher than 100% commission level. That's a nice, pretty bank account she's got for just 1 month of work. But what makes us a little bit different here? Besides, like we have amazing culture and amazing community, just like you can see here in these photos of us getting together and doing fun stuff together. But what makes us different is you do have the ability to grow an agency. You've heard me, just like I've said, Bush Life Agency is my agency, and there are tons of other agencies within Symmetry. Agents are equipped with everything you need, turnkey business model to grow your own agency. When you hit a certain point, you get the opportunity to actually sign contracting documents stating, this is mine. That means that I can sell it if I ever wanted to. Most importantly, I can will it down to my husband, my kids, another family member. So if I pass away, our income does not stop. It gets to keep going. Because you have the ability to earn both time and money with system-driven income. And I love the fact that if something were to happen to me, yes, I do have substantial life insurance policies in place, but that hard work that we have built to grow this business doesn't just poof, stop. There are other industries out there that if that person passes away or something were to happen, maybe not even pass away, maybe get devastating like news, sickness, or guys, life happens. Things with your kids happen. You want to be able to take a little sabbatical, your income keeps coming in. So what does that look like? Let me see if I can explain it so you can grasp it. You get to grow an agency here. So here in the red, you are the agency owner. And that means that if I go and recruit people, basically think of starting other franchises. Think like if you were to go start a real estate office, like I like to use Keller Williams. You see Keller Williams everywhere, right? If you bring agents into that office to work inside your Keller Williams agency, like you're going to earn commission off of you bringing them into your office. Same exact concept here. So you make what's called the spread off of anyone that you bring in. So in this scenario right here, I have my like we're going to pretend that that's me in the middle, or that's you. Let's pretend that that's you. You have grown your agency and you have one person direct to you that's at 95% contract level. That means whatever business that agent plus all of their agents bring in, you make that 15% spread off of every single thing that they write. Isn't that crazy? Again, and as they grow, like yes, they all start at 80%. We want every single person to get to 130 because then there's even more bonuses, there's more things that you can earn, and we want everyone to grow an agency that wants that. And so yes, your spreads do get a little bit lower, but you have to remember that that means that their agency is getting bigger. And then also, that means that they have that ownership, that entrepreneurial spirit. You're spending less time grooming them. That's that office that's open down the street. They don't really need you as much anymore, right? They're a well-oiled machine just doing their thing. I want to show you Jacob Pogue, who's one of my mentors. He's a managing partner within Symmetry. And before this business, he was a bartender. He had no time freedom. He talks about how him and his beautiful wife, Stacy, here in this photo, never saw each other because he worked such late shifts until 2 in the morning. And then he would come home, he'd sleep, she would go off to work. When he came to Symmetry, they were $80,000 in debt. He has this story about how she wanted this dress. I want to say it's from Walmart. That was $12, and it broke his heart that he could not buy this dress for his wife. So he decided to change what their life looked like. Now their agency has over 22 active writing agents. He spends his days with his family. And one fact that I love more than anything is that he donated more to charity this year alone than he ever made in one entire year of bartending. That's what this business can do. That is the bigger picture. That is the bigger ripple effect of what we're looking for here of like, you not only get to change your life and your family's life, but the ripple of to how many other lives that we get to change because of this business. So how do we do it, right? You have options here. You have to find clients to be able to sit in front of, right? Like who are you going to sell life insurance to? You got to find clients. There's two ways. Number one is warm market. That's friends, families, referrals, social media. I have an agent who absolutely kills it on social media because like I said before, if you guys were paying attention, people are just looking for someone to educate them, someone that they can like, know, and trust to help them get one of the most important things done for their family. So like warm market, if there's a will, if your work ethic is strong, there is a way. The other option, which most of our agents here do both, they do warm market and they do option number two, which is you purchase leads. That's real people who have requested help from life insurance. They opted in, they said, hey, I saw this ad, I want some more information, here's my details. They, online, Facebook, Meta ads, YouTube ads. Maybe they got a flyer in the mail. Maybe they called in after they saw a phone number. Those are leads. And here I have little screenshots for you guys to show you, like our agency thrives off of buying leads because when you understand this business, when you get over the learning curve, leads is like your own personal ATM. You'll know exactly how many leads you need to buy in a week. You'll know exactly how many phone calls you need to make in order to make that happen. And like it is literally your own personal ATM. So like you need to remember, just like at the beginning, remember I said that you have to have that entrepreneurial spirit. Like you are building a business here, whether you grow an agency or you just want to be a life insurance agent. You're self-employed. You are investing in your business, and agents that treat this like a business grow like one. You cannot have life-changing money without treating this like a business. So yes, we have leads here. They range from $1 to $50 a piece. In fact, we have a couple lead vendors that are even $80 or $90 a piece. And so as a new agent, I want you to start off with warm market because I want you to just practice. I want you to get your yips out. I want you to learn things, get over the learning curve with your warm market because many of those agents sell to their friends and family member because they were just looking for somebody to help them. And that way we can help fund this lead budget, help get you that runway to get this business off the ground. And then we're going to scale that lead budget to turn that into that well-oiled machine. The goal for you should be to get to a 4 times ROI. So for instance, if you're looking to make about $10,000 a month in this business, you're going to probably be spending about 2 grand to 3 grand a month in leads. This plain and simple. You have to find people to sit in front of. We have 2 options for you. You can do one, you can do two, or you can do a mix of the two, which is what I have always done. I love doing both. I do heavy warm market, heavy referrals, heavy social media, and then I have never not had leads coming into my account to get me to where I want to go. Oh, have I talked about the agent perks yet? I once was told in this business that you'd be earned so many trips that you'd have to say no to them. And I laughed because I was like, that they're not talking about me. They're talking about someone special. Y'all, this has happened to me. Just last year, I think we earned a total of 6 free trips because of this business. That means a trip for two, air for, and hotel. And most of the insurance carriers give you spending credits while there. Remember how we talked about that you're a non-captive agent. That means that these carriers are like, hello, come write business with us. We want you over here. So they're incentivizing you. There are trips from every single insurance carrier that you can earn. And if you got a little gremlin on your shoulder that's like, cool, Kel, that's probably not for me, let me help you knock that gremlin off your shoulder because I am no different than you. No different. There's no reason why I have figured out how to earn these trips and why you can't. You can travel the world. I have gone to Puerto Rico. I've gone to Switzerland. I've gone to Portugal. I've gone to Spain. I've gone to Italy. I've gone so many places. It is insane. I want this for you guys. Because what does this mean for you? What does this whole past presentation mean? This means that you have the ability here to work for yourself, but not by yourself. It can be really lonely being self-employed and an entrepreneur, but we make it so it's not so lonely. We're giving you the turnkey business model. You don't have to recreate the wheel. You just have to plug into the system. We're giving you a culture of strong core values and constant leadership development because you got to grow as a human. If you're self-employed or you decide to grow an agency, like you grow as a human mentally, physically, all of the things. We like to call it like the symmetry spritz because you get a nice little glow up. Your bank account glows up, your physical appearance glows up, your brain glows up. You get time and money freedom. You get the ability to scale your income. There's no cap. And most important, it is a recession resistant industry. This is never going away. Life insurance has been around for forever. It's not going anywhere soon. So, what are your next steps? Your next steps are first, I want you to pause for a second before you do anything else. Make sure that this is resonating with you. We want people in this agency that have a fire in their belly. They're like, yes, finally, this is the vehicle that is going to give me the life that I want, and I am willing to do whatever it takes. If you feel that fire in your belly, then your next steps are going to be to book a call with us. If you are on my website, book a call on the website. If you found this video on social media, DM me. If somebody else sent you this video and they're in this industry, DM them and say, hey, I want to chat and book a call with you to talk about joining this agency. We are excited for you. We hope this is the right fit for you, but we also want people that have that fire in their belly that are willing to do what it takes to change their lives. I hope this video helps. I hope you see what we do, how we do it, why we love it. I look forward to chatting with you soon.